Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know. I've been MIA for the past few months. Hey, it has been very hectic. It has been like one of the most hectic times ever, and it's still going to be so hectic. So I'll try and make content anytime I get a chance to make content. I'll try and make content. So it's still your one and only girl, Cheese of a Girl, the one who gives you clarity concerning visually impaired people or the people living with a disability. And as we all know, it's just 3 days to the elections. And I know on Tuesday there's gonna be like special elections, and then Wednesday it's like the day, the 29th, where we go and vote for the parties we all want to see in power, right? And with this, we met on Friday came the people from IEC trying to teach us people living with visual impairment how we're gonna vote and what to use when we go to vote. And when they came, there was an issue that was raised to say it has been 30 years, and we say we live in a country that is inclusive. But when it comes to the election, and the IEC always say, hey, your vote is your secret, your vote is your secret. But it's a different story for people living with visual impairment, especially people who were born with visual impairment, who in their life they've never used a pen. They've never used a pen, so they don't know how to hold a pen, how to write with a pen, and how to make the X on the ballot paper. And the ballot paper only caters for it only has print, so it only caters for people who can see, for sighted people. And so the IEC, they didn't come empty-handed. They came bearing gifts for us, and I want to show you guys. So they came holding the UBT. I don't know if you're gonna see it. This is the UBT. It is called the UBT because it is they call it the universal ballot template. So this one is the UBT that we as people living with visual impairment use to be able to vote. And I don't know, somewhere around here, there's numbers from 1 up to 52. So which means that on the national part we have 52 parties which needs to be voted for the national for this upcoming national elections. So with this we have so it stays like this. Yeah, this is how it stays. So here on the ballot, so the ballot is put inside here. So they put the ballot inside here, and then definitely we have to call someone. We have to call for assistant so the person can read the names of the parties which are written this side from 1 up to 52. And if a person is born with visual impairment and they've never used a pen in their lives, which means that they have to ask for someone to come and make an X or a tick for them to make sure that their ballot is not a spoiled ballot. So this is the universal ballot template for the national elections. And then we have this one which is like a snake. It's very long. This one is for the provincial, and it's for the provincial and the regional elections. So it is up to 45. So provincial it's like 45 thingy, and regional it's like 38 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is the one for those two. And like I said, it is said that we are living in a very inclusive community, or in a very inclusive country. But when this issue was raised to the IEC representatives who came to where I'm at, it was said that you cannot, after 30 years, and you say you are inclusive, when we have to ask for assistance every time a blind person or a visually impaired person has to vote, they have to ask for assistance. And how then do people living with blindness or with visual impairment feel included in the election? Because that these two things is the bare minimum, really. It's the bare minimum of what the IEC can do when it comes to the elections, because we've been voting for like 3 decades, and still we still have to use the universal braille ballot, the universal braille ballot template, which only has numbers. So I don't know on the national which party is number 1. So I have to ask for a person who can read those parties from 1 up to 52, so I can choose the party I want to vote for. And for me, it's much better because I know how to use a pen, so I can be able to write the X. But what about a person who has never used a pen in their lives? What then? And this is one of the things that we raise the issue of, and the representatives of the IEC said they will try to make sure that around 2026 we are catered for, not with this ballot templates, but with something, because we told them that braille can sit on top of print, and they have to try and make a plan to include us, and they cannot include visually impaired people in the elections, because the people who read the vote are sighted people only. What about visually impaired people? And that also brings us to the issue of saying, when we talk about unemployment stats, it's almost there's when we talk about the unemployment stats, in that stage of unemployment, people who are employed who live with visual impairment are not more than 5%, because there's no job opportunities that are given to people living with visual impairment. And that's one of the issues that we face as people living with visual impairment, to say we are told that it is inclusive, but we are not included. And also because there's no people in the higher positions who are there to represent us. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I just wanted to show you guys these 2 things that are given to us, which we definitely gonna find at the voting stations. For anyone who lives with visual impairment who want to vote, they'll be able to vote using this bare minimum universal ballot template that was created to say it caters for us. But we don't know which party we're gonna vote. We just know the numbers: 1 up to 52, 1 up to 45, 1 up to 38. And that's it for me today. See you next time when I have time to come and do a little bit of content, because the content is there, but the time is like I'm nowhere to be found. Love you. See you. Ciao.